There's a lot of mime here tonight.
Watch out.
How are you?
Very good, great one. Great to be here, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You have a little Irish accent going for me.
I got to start off that right away, just to set it up and be right with you.
Yeah, very nice. Have you noticed that Irish people don't really talk that way?
Not at all. You do this and they go, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. The Irish people I've met, you can't understand a single word they say. Yeah, they're like, are you, mate?
And then you realize you're all pirates.
I learned that a long time. By the way, what are you going to do for St. Patrick's Day? Does it mean anything to you?
I'll be down with everybody else claiming they're Irish.
Yeah.
They'll be going, I'm a black Irish man. Tell me what I can do right now. Yeah, my name's O'Haquan. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When I walk around, New York goes crazy on St. Patrick's Day. It's mostly, I see a lot of Italians, Polish people.
Everybody comes in, and for that day, you're granted a brief pass.
Right.
To go out and go for the wearing of the green.
You get to throw up with everybody.
Come on down there. We're driving the snakes out. That's we're driving them towards, we're heading them towards L.A. and see what happens.
Yeah. We have the lamest excuse for a holiday.
It is. What was your holiday? Getting rid of the snakes. Wow, good luck.
Yeah. Let's all get drunk.
Ours is about leaving Egypt. Hello. We don't need to flee. The Irish are fleeing. What are you taking? We'll take the flatbread. What are we taking? We'll take all the Guinness with us. Keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
It's Irish Passover.
There's Guinness later in the show. We'll find about that later on. Yeah, I'll get you some.
Hey, at least there's a happy time.
Yeah, there's a happy time at this show tonight. Now, I want to ask you something.
Got milk? No.
What was that all about?
I don't know. Sorry.
I want to grab it now.
Don't be afraid. We all have them.
Almost all of us. It's okay.
Let it go.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
One is okay. One is all right.
I want a man boobie. What do you think?
On men this week on Geraldo.
Well, I want to ask you about the Oscars because you're the first person I think I've talked to who was there.
Oh, yes.
And I want to know what you thought. They had a lot of changes this year at the Oscars to try and speed it up. And what did you think?
Let's make a deal part, you know.
Right.
I expected to give them, like, if the technical awards, the gun dressed as a cucumber, you've won.
Right. It was very game showy.
Yeah, and it was game showy. It was a bit like, American Idol, where they had everybody come up and go, I'm sorry, the rest of you, please leave.
Right. Did you think that was awkward, that they'd get eight people up there, and then they'd say, and the Oscar goes to, and everyone else just has to slowly walk away?
Going, thanks, I guess I'm nothing. Thank
you.
But the great thing is you'd see them all backstage going, we'll get them.
Yeah, we'll get it. We can just grab it.
It was a very bizarre setup, and then, and then Beyonce singing every song ever written.
Yeah.
And the French are going, we have people who could sing. Why do you have to put her with car parking attendants? All these boys are dressed like parking lot attendants. Why are they here?
You know what's funny is that it's refreshing that you were there. That's the feeling that all of us who were watching it on TV had when Beyonce sang her 11th song. Yeah. I love Beyonce, but it just had that. It's nice to know that that's what people there were feeling.
Yeah, and the Spanish people are going, at least we got away with something. She did not sing our song because stuff would have happened.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this.
That's the only
we had
song.
Antonio Banderas after a shower singing his song.
Yeah. He ran out on stage. Yeah, that was kind of intense.
You should. Would you ever think of hosting it?
I'd love to do that someday. Someday I will do it.
It's a great gig, really. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of love in the room.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. That's a crowd that's ready to laugh.
Yeah, it's always good. And you see Nicholson in the front going, give it your best shot. It's just...
Now, you've done it, right?
I was, one year I was one of 3 hosts. It was Alan Alda and Jane Fonda, which, there's some funny people. Baby. If you want a riff, those are the people you'd pick.
Well, now...
I mean, it's a gig where the moment you're out there, you see just people, and you look out and you'd see Gregory Peck looking at you like, you're not going to grab yourself, are you, mister?
Did you have a temptation? You wanted to go...
Yo, Gregory! What about these, baby?
Yeah. You've got me looking there again.
Once again, don't be
Once again, the eye goes to the man boob.
Yes!
Now, you did a great thing. You entertained... I actually read an extensive article where you entertained the troops in Iraq, which is a great thing to do. And you take it... It's a nice thing to do. And you take it very seriously, you really want to, you go prepared. You really want these guys to laugh, so you actually do a lot of...
Well, you hope they laugh, because if you don't, you went, there's a long way to go.
Yeah, yeah.
It was, you go and you kind of look around and ask them what's been happening. And the weird thing is you land in Iraq, and you see most people are in, the standard kind of desert camouflage, except for some units that have deployed with woodland green.
Right.
Which is, it's a little rough, because you're going, psst, there are not that many trees.
Yeah, that's an odd camouflage.
One guy hiding behind a bush going, be very, very quiet. I'm looking for insurgents.
The only bush in 40 miles.
Yeah, it's like that. And there's also, some countries, well, the Air Force has a camouflage, which is kind of bizarre. They have blue, and a kind of a blue with a lighter blue.
Right.
The kind of don't ask, don't tell camo.
Yeah.
The only time you could hide is you have to be up against the horizon on a cloudy day. Yeah. I can't see him. Oh, look, the Air Force people are gone. There's no one can see.
Right. But and you went riding with the troops, too, is that right?
Yeah, occasionally you get to ride in a Hummer, which is a car, a great thing. And you see that sometimes, after that thing, after Rumsfeld had spoken, said, if you fight with what you get. Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
And you see some of the Road Warrior Hummers with, you wanted to strap Rumsfeld in the front like Lord Humongous, like, I'll bring them now! Strap the aluminum siding. There's guys in Tennessee.
Do the old Mad Max thing. Yeah.
Here, I'll pimp your truck for you. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, take my Explorer. I can run over things. It ain't a big deal. People here, and you also see people driving around in Hummers on the freeways. You want to go, take the chance. Get a Bradley, my man.
Yeah.
Get a small tank. You're on the freeway. Mom, get in the turret. We're going to get groceries. Stay with me, kids. Run to the vegetable stand. Tommy, two by two, down the aisle. Tommy, get the meat. Follow me. Over.
It's dangerous work with kids.
It's dangerous work.
Can you hang on 1 second? We have a lot to talk about.
Don't be afraid.
I will not be afraid.
More beef.
Radu Williams when we come back. Stick around.